Hey y'all, Mandolin here. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I decided to share this with you. I'm going home in the morning, and what I thought was going to be just this peaceful um, solitude here in the nature, in the forest, turned into something much different. When I got here, there was a couple here that's been camping for a while, and it turned out that they're my kind of people. Uh, the man is a lot like Eddie, and the woman she's a lot like me in a lot of ways. There was also a lady that came last night, and she simply camped in her car. And we had a lot in common. She lost her husband about 18 months ago. So we had that in common, and we were able to talk about the things that you go through, the feelings that you have, what it is that you really miss. These people were put in my path for a reason. I know this. Um, and I've been doing so much of this shadow work that part of the reason was to illuminate. Even though Eddie is not here physically anymore, his spirit, his energy, isn't just with me, it's still affecting this world. So there was a release with the full moon. There was a release. And we have to realize that sometimes these things are handed to us in a way that we don't comprehend at first. But as you sit back and reflect on it, it all becomes clear. So I just wanted to check in and tell you that your journey is full of twists and turns, ups and downs. But it's the journey that you need to focus on, not the events within it. You've got to be able to see that big picture. You can bring a blessing to somebody else, and that blesses you so completely. Being out here at one with the Tapestry, which is something I haven't been able to do in a very long time, has been such a gift. It was so needed. I want to ask every one of you, it's not just about grounding, it's about listening to nature, hearing what it is that your spirit is telling you that you need. And if you keep putting off things that you need, then pretty soon it's going to come to a head. So remember that part of being kind to yourself is being aware and understanding what your own needs are. These storms that are out there, people get so upset. We have to send them love. And it's kind of like the storm within our own existence, within your shadow self, because I've been doing a lot of shadow work. I almost bought into the death of the ego thing. Your ego doesn't need to die. You need balance. You need to integrate it. You need to understand why it exists, where it came from. And when you can do that, you can start seeing the things that it brought to your life that you might not have experienced otherwise. You might look back and see that there are strengths that you had. For many going through the dark night of the soul, it seems that there's no end. And that's true, there's no end, because it's something, you might have things come up for a long, long time, but it doesn't cripple you like it did before, because you learned how to do the work. You learned what these things are. If you're suffering, if you're in torment, if you're hurting, know that there are those out there that have gone through the same thing. Know that there are those out there that are going through the same thing. And what I ask of you is to reach a hand out to somebody else that's hurting. Recognize your traumas, your pain, your suffering as a gift in order to help somebody else. Because sometimes just seeing what you've survived helps another person. When you sit down and take inventory of the things that you've had to deal with in life, don't cast what you consider the bad things to the side. Open that box up and examine it. And you might be surprised to see the treasures in that box, just like the pearls that I talked about. And remember that you're on this earth for a reason. Even if it's just to hold a certain kind of energy. If you're here just to hold an energy and you've not had much trauma, then you're here helping those of us that have. When you bless us with that beautiful, compassionate, pure energy, it helps to keep us with that forward momentum. So let me say happy Labor Day to everybody. If you're in the storm's path, be prepared. Do what you have to do. But do not live in fear, because these storms feed off of fear. And hang in there. Because just like these storms are going to pass, your storm is going to pass too. And guess what? There's probably going to be another storm come along. But when you survive one, you have the experience to deal with what approaches. So I just wanted to do that short message and share this video and say to all of you that there is hope, that there is a way, and that we're doing this together. So everybody join with me and send love to all of the centers of pain in the world, no matter what or where. And then you'll find growth within yourself. So like, subscribe, please leave me a comment. So like I said, I know what's going on out there. And please share these videos, because I guarantee there's somebody out there that needs to hear this. Know that I'm here for you. And I'm not going to include a whole lot in the descriptions this time. You can scroll and see my email contact on the other videos, the last few that I've done. And if there's something that you would like to share, please do so in the comments, because discussion is a good thing. That's how we learn. So everybody, just take a deep breath, reset, and continue forward in love and gratitude. And I'm so grateful for all of you. Until the next time, I'm going to enjoy this beauty, this serenity, this normalcy. This is how man's meant to be, is a part of this. And I invite all of you to join my journey, and let's change this world for the better. Okay, I love all of you, and take care of each other. Bye.